beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back. So today is part 2. I almost put 4 up. It's part 2 of your unpopular makeup opinions. So today I'm going to react to a bunch of your unpopular thoughts on makeup, techniques, products, brands, blah blah blah. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump to today's video. I will of course leave, I think it's on this side for you, a card up there so you can see part 1, and I'll also leave it linked in the top of the description box for you if you haven't seen that, and maybe I'll answer yours. I put this on my Instagram story and I have a whole bunch and I did not get through them all in the first part, so today we're gonna do it again. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first one is from Morgan's Life and it says thin brows with a bunch of vomit emojis. I can't agree. I feel like there's nothing wrong with a naturally thin brow. My brows are naturally this thin. It is what it is. I hate really thick Instagram brows, so I don't see anything wrong with thin brows as long as they're not like pencil drawn on early 2000s craziness. There's nothing wrong with thin brow. I disagree. There's no need for a vomit face. The next one is from S Prototype and it says purple highlighter is always a good choice. I don't know about that. I feel like it's going to conflict with a lot of different skin tones, but like as long as you're happy with it, go for it. And it might actually look cool with my purple hair. I need to do my roots though. I feel like I look so terrible today and I did not want to film anything because I feel ugly and I feel like I couldn't even do my face properly because my roots are bad. I need to take care of that tonight. But you ever have one thing off about your appearance and you're like everything else is bad? Like I just washed my hair yesterday and I feel like it's already like looking gross again. Something about one thing being off and it's like, pfft, I look horrible, you know? Next thing is liquid liner is overrated. Disagree. I feel like it's the blackest of black. Pencil liner can sometimes be kind of stabby and hurty, so I disagree with that one. Expensive makeup is better. I really want to just say, no, I disagree. But sometimes products have a higher quality at a higher price point, but like there's no reason a palette needs to be $60. Like it's shadow. It's some powder, you know? I don't know. I don't think expensive makeup is always better because like I love Colourpop and it's cheap. I feel like it's good stuff at cheap, you know? I don't feel like it's always better. Sometimes foundation I feel like is worth the splurge though, I'm not gonna lie. This next was actually pretty thorough and thought out from Jesse Eisenbart. It says, Fenty Beauty foundation sucks, but is well reviewed because the color range is bomb AF. And I feel like that's a really good excuse why people give it a really good review. I personally liked the matte one. As my skin got more and more dry though, I couldn't use it anymore. It was very hard to remove on the skin. It looked nice, but when it came time to remove it, it was like work trying to take it off. And then the other ones I heard were not great, but I do think because it has a really great shade line and it's Rihanna, if you diss Fenty Beauty products, you give a bad review, people are gonna come for you, you know? It's like if Ariana Grande put out a song that sucked, people would be like, oh my god, it's life changing, even if it's not, just because it's her. That's how I feel about anything that's like Johnny Depp related. I'm like, this movie wasn't good, but like it had potential. Like he did a really good acting job, you know? Whoa! I don't like concealer under my eyes. I'd rather have dark circles than emphasize those fine lines. If I was stuck on a desert island and I could bring one piece of makeup with me, it would be concealer for my under eyes. I don't have people who don't like concealer under eyes. I've never heard this before. I don't know how to say her name. Hilaricia? I mean, if you embrace your dark circles, good for you. I'm proud of you because I can't, but that's a weird, it's a very unpopular opinion. This next one says, I don't know if this counts, but I actually prefer my beauty blender dry. This is a sin. Oh, it wouldn't blend as well if it was dry. I don't understand. Ooh, Mo Crow 3 says cream blush and bronzer is superior to powder. It might look real nice, but I feel like, Zatchel. I feel like it doesn't wear as well, you know? Not as long wearing as you might hope. Unless you have dry skin. Well, I have dry skin and it still doesn't last that long. I don't know. I feel like if you have oily skin, you're screwed with the cream products sometimes. I don't know how people do it. I'm going to put a screenshot right here showing you 2 things. When I put questions out there, these are weird responses. Like, oh my god, it's this brand. Check us out for 20% off your order. And then it's like, hi, I'm Linda. What's your name? Like, that's not... answer to my question. It's very weird that you put that out there in the world. It's a weird response. Next thing, oh, it says it's from Powdered by Glitter. It says Jeffree Star Cosmetics has bad shimmers for the price you pay. I think it depends on the palette, to be honest. The shimmers in like the androgyny, no. But the shimmers in that Blue Blood, especially that Cullinan shade, the Icy White, and the Ranch and the Conspiracy palette, those shimmers are so smooth and pretty, but they're not Glamlite, actually. If you think about it, they're not Glamlite pretty of shimmer. So, I disagree and agree at the same time. Primer is not necessary ever. If your skin's really dry and you need it prepped, your skin's irritated and you need it prepped, you gotta get your skin ready for what you're about to do to it, you know? Oh, this one is actually very unpopular. It says, I'm actually a big fan of pressed glitters and scented products. I feel like a lot of people hate pressed glitters, like myself. I'll try to make them work once in a while, but mostly hate them. And then scented things. It has to be a very specific scent for me to like it, and most people hate scented things. And then sometimes there's like a clean beauty product and it's scented, it'll make me break out. So, yeah. This one says I don't do inner corner highlight. Why? That's not even an opinion. Tell them I need explanations here. Why would you not do inner corner highlight? Makes your eyes look brighter, more awake. Am I selling it? Am I selling it? Inner corner highlight. Do it with your pinky. Works out. Wipe it on something. Be good. Am I selling it? Is this selling it for you? No? I don't know what that means anyways. That's fine. This next one from Natty Graham says, I miss the days of spray tan and thin eyebrows. People still do spray tans. I feel like that's not out. I feel like more people do self-tanner now. And thin brows, again. What's wrong with a thin brow? We don't need these big, boxy Instagram brows from like 2013, 2014 days. Like, let's just deal with whatever we naturally grow. And if they're not, I mean, mine are definitely not this defined naturally. I'm not saying, like, if you barely have any hair, just leave it at that. I'm just saying, like, where your grows the most, like, you know, just fill it in, you know? Even if you gotta use eyeshadow like me to make your brows look normal. Oh, I still agree with this one. It says shimmer in the crease is the best. I put a matte in the crease all the time, but my shimmer always transfers because I have a hooded lid and I don't really mind. It looks nice. Until I'm trying to do a cut crease and I want it to stay specific, but most of the time, like, I don't care. It looks nice. The next thing says the weed themed makeup is getting old. Nothing against the weed, just over it. I agree. Like, I don't care what you do. I'm not saying I don't participate once in a blue moon. It's very rare, but like I have. But it's not something that like I feel like should be a personality trait. Oh my gosh, you smoke weed. That should not be your personality. And I don't need to see in every makeup. Just like I don't need to see like ponies as every makeup theme. I don't need everything to be unicorns, you know? Same kind of concept. Alright, next thing says, I like singles more than palettes. I feel like singles make a lot of sense for a lot of people because you can just get what you want out of it. I think I'd probably stick to like my normal color scheme and never progress from it if I just used singles because I would just buy what I was using at the time and never like change my style. And I personally can't use singles all the time because it's easier for me to link what I'm wearing to you guys if I just use a palette. But I could see that for sure. I could see why someone would just want the certain colors that they like. A lot of y'all guys are coming for lashes still. Stop coming for my lashes. I'm gonna wear lashes. I love lashes. Lashes are great. I love lashes. Okay. Someone says they don't like TikTok. It's not makeup. Meg's Ryder says, I really don't like bullet lipstick or gloss. I hate the transfer. I agree with this so much. I feel like I read this in the last video, but I agree so much. Why would you want it to transfer? Black Lagoon Girl says, eyebrows need to be left alone unless they meet in the middle or look like Groucho Marx. First of all, Groucho is hilarious. Or was hilarious. And they're not going to meet in the middle unless you have a unibrow, but I don't think eyebrows should be left alone. Sometimes they're rogue, you know? Sometimes they be rogue. I don't mess with my eyebrows anymore. I don't tweeze them or pluck them or anything like that anymore. I don't go get them waxed. I don't do any of that stuff. First of all, I feel like that's a waste of money. I mean, if you want to splurge on yourself and take care of yourself, by all means. But personally, since I don't really, my hair is naturally blonde. It doesn't get dark anyways. It's nothing for me to really mess with, so I wouldn't like spend money on that. But I do agree to a certain point. Just leave them alone. But me 5 years ago was plucking them to death, so I never would have listened, but I could kind of see what you're saying. Mish Claire says, people keep using a way too light of a concealer under their eyes. It ends up looking weird / yellow. Guilty. Guilty over here. I do think people use a way lighter under eye concealer, and it's for specific points. If you're setting your powder with your sponge, it's going to be a tinted powder usually, so I could see that. That's what I do, is I pack it under so it doesn't crease or anything. And also it makes parts of your face brighter than your foundation. I do want this whole area to be brighter, this whole area to be brighter than like the different shadows of my face and the outsides of my face. Also, the undertone, especially if you were really deep or really fair like myself, the undertones are always either really, really warm or really, really yellow, and I'd rather have a lighter concealer than something with the wrong undertone making me look yellow. So I could see what you're saying, because a lot of people do get a really different shade than their foundation, but some of us do it for certain reasons. I'm here justifying my bad makeup problems. Ooh, Indigo and Bloom says, I don't set my under eyes with powder. Hate how it feels and looks. I let it dry using setting spray instead. I've never not set my under eye concealer unless I was doing no makeup, like I took all my makeup off in front of a man and I just brushed a little bit of concealer under there to lie. But I've never like done my makeup and not set my under eyes. I set my entire face every time. I've tried to like not set parts of my face. I set my entire face every time. And I have dry skin. Probably not a great combination, but I've never not set my under eyes. That's very strange. I feel like it would just crease, especially with like Shape Tape, because it's thick. I'm curious as to how it would look though. I might just like try it out one day. I'll take my makeup off and I'll do some concealer and see what happens. Like, leave it. Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. There were so many, and I couldn't tell which ones were duplicates. So, anyways, thank you guys so much. If you have any other unfiltered opinions, unpopular opinions on makeup products, I'd love to hear it down below. I like seeing our different takes and things. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.